Holy Wiremind here. This is tutorial 12b in the Expression 2 series where I'll be covering global tables. So let's start by defining gTab. gTab is global table. I'm going to call it gTab though. And we're going to do gTab is equal to gTable. And we're going to identify that table with the tag of holy, or the group name holy. And by default, that's going to be a non-shared table. And non-shared tables are simply tables which only your Expression 2 chips can communicate with. And it's also represented in this extended form of the command. Now, you can also put a shared table which allows you to communicate with other players' Expression 2 chips as well as your own. And I actually would suggest that you do not try to communicate between these two tables because it's not going to work. You can't share variables between your shared table and non-shared table. So we can also, if we don't want to specify it as group holy, let the Expression 2 chip give it a unique hash for identification. So we'll say gTableSafe and 1 or 0 indicating shared and non-shared, 0 being non-shared. And that's going to prevent other players from editing code and stuff. So that's a really useful command. We're going to keep it non-shared for the purposes of this tutorial, and it's going to be given that holy tag for the group. So let's start by defining some variables or some values in there. We'll say gTable's first index, which is I'm going to put as type number, will be equal to a value of 10. Index 2, which will be a type string, we'll say sup. And gTab3's index, which will be an array, I'm going to put as array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's good. So we'll do that, and now I'm going to create a second Expression 2 chip. And you know the drill from here. Alright. Then we're going to, again, just like last time, define gTab as a table, which is going to be named holy, like the other table. And that's going to grab the non-shared holy table, where this would be the shared holy table. It wouldn't be the same thing. And then we're going to print the values from the other Expression 2 chip. So we'll say 1, which is of type number, I'm going to print that, plus the second value, which is going to be the string. There we go. Plus third value, which is going to be a type array. And remember, because we're trying to put an array in string form, we have to concatenate it. And we're going to separate the values by nothing. So when I paste this, it'll paste all the values into chat. So there it goes. Now, what if I want to clear all the values and then paste it? Well, I can say gTab clear, and then you see there's a 0 representing that the table is empty. So let's upload this and get values back in the table. Alright, and this will show you that the table has values again. Awesome. Now, alternately, you can use gRemoveAll in this case, and that will remove all the variables in all your non-shared tables, which again you see there's a 0 in the corner. So let's put some more values back in. Alright, and there's those values. Now what if I only want to remove certain elements of the table? Well, there's two different methods I can do. If I want to remove every single element type of something, I would say gRemoveAll, and let's say I'm trying to get rid of every single array in this table. Well, I'll type all arrays, and I'm going to do it in a table identified with the group holy. Alright, so let's upload that. And as you can see, it got rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the array at the end. So let's add that array back. And notice every time I'm updating, I'm actually overwriting the table's values, which is very good. So another way to remove that array is to say, hey, I want to gTable and remove array, and that's going to have a string index of 3. So as you can see, it did the same thing, 10 sup. And we can also do that with number. If you want to do it in that form, all you have to do is change the data type. But keep in mind you still need that string index number. Now it's going to get rid of just the number, which is, interestingly enough, not going to bump the other values up. It just simply turns it to 0, which is the default data type number. So that covers the basics of global variables and how you can use it to communicate between two chips. I'm going to be taking requests from this point on, so until then, I'll see you next time.